Hey everyone, Sean here with Film Friday. Today we're watching a video I made all the way back in 2020 during the COVID lockdowns. I decided to post this video in its entirety without editing it because I think the themes still apply if you are a photographer and you are in a period of waiting or you're taking a break and you're not really sure what to do. I think Polaroid photography can still be a great therapeutic tool. So enjoy the video, and here's hoping we don't have any lockdowns in our future. So a lot of us are in isolation right now. We're bored, tired, we've got cabin fever, we're starting to develop nervous tics. Well, I've got just the therapy for you. Grab an old Polaroid camera and shoot some Polaroid film. So today we're going to be shooting with two flavors of Polaroid. We're going to be shooting color 600 film and black and white 600 film. And this is a vintage Polaroid 600 camera. These are super cheap. I got this at a thrift store, I think for like $12 back in the day. You can get them on eBay. They're going to be a little more pricier on eBay. But it's one of the simplest cameras you can possibly shoot with. Basically, you just load the film, it automatically shoots out the dark slide, and then you're ready to shoot. And then really your only controls on this one is a lightening slider if you want to make the image lighter, and a darkening slider if you want to make the image darker. But you can leave it right in the middle and it'll generally give you a good exposure. Okay, we got our camera loaded up. Let's go shooting. Now, obviously with social distancing, you don't want to go places where there are lots of people. And if you're in a town where you're supposed to stay inside, you can just shoot around your house. But I live in an area where we are allowed to go to parks, so I went to our local forest preserve. And there were a couple people out and about, but it's still winter here in Illinois. You know, we don't really get summer until mid-May. It's in the 40s right now and cold and windy. So I was able to find plenty of space to myself. What I love about shooting with this camera is the simplicity. You basically just compose your shot, take your shot, and the camera decides what it's going to look like. And with this new Polaroid film, you are getting more stability than you used to get with the Impossible Project film back in the day, but it's still not great. You are going to get some kind of faded images, some weird colors. One of the things you want to look out for when shooting Polaroid is leaving the film in your camera for too long. This was the last piece of film that I had left in the camera, so while I was storing it for about 6 months, light bled in and ruined the shot. You're also going to want to make sure to clean the rollers in your camera. I used Q-tips and some rubbing alcohol. If you don't clean your rollers, they'll build up gunk over time, and then you'll start getting weird aberrations in your image like this. This is a shadow of a tree that I see every day when I go out my front door. I just like the beauty and simplicity of it. Polaroid is a great medium for shooting, really simplified images. This is a beautiful walkway in the park that I like to go to. It feels almost like an old computer game, like Myst. It reminds me of Myst. It feels kind of magical, like otherworldly. And this was as the sun was setting, so we get some beautiful shadows as well. This photo's a little overexposed and not completely in focus, but I still like it. It's just, a bit of growth in a pond, a reflection of a cloud. Really simple stuff. I love the clouds in this shot. The sun was behind them. Looked really beautiful. The image isn't as great as what I saw with my eye, but with a little editing, I was able to make it look pretty good. I'm always drawn to the sun when it goes behind brush like this. It creates a really beautiful look. It almost feels like you're looking through an otherworldly forest. There's a shadow of me. Yep. This is probably my favorite photo that I captured on the shoot. It's just a boardwalk over a pond. But I like how on one side the water is fairly blue and on the other you've got the sun. And you can also see the branching path to the right. It just has a real zen feel to it. It's chill, and I just like it. It makes me happy. There's a real peace and calmness to shooting Polaroid 600 film, especially with this camera. Not having any controls, you're basically just looking for interesting compositions, snapping the shot, putting the film in your pocket and waiting for it to develop. And then coming home, laying out all the film on my table and seeing what I captured was actually a really fun experience. It's a really great way to get my mind off of, everything that's happening in the world today. Now, not every Polaroid's going to turn out. Some of these photos weren't that great, but one of the nice things about Polaroids is if you shoot a particularly bad shot, you can literally just throw it in the trash. You don't have to store it on a folder somewhere and go back and look at it and go, maybe I can edit this to fix this. You can literally just throw it in your kitchen trash. Click here to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more chill photo and filmmaking related videos like this one. Have a good day.